Hello everybody and welcome on my YouTube channel. You are with Alan Rees for right now the second review that I promise you today. It will be the review of the new VIP hero for the month of November. It will be Serpent Warlock. Serpent Warlock is a backline intellect hero, so like Thunder Beast is in the same lane. We can see that his stats are probably more or less the same. He has something like 36,000 HP, 37 even, 37,000 HP. Magical power 13k, so it's not bad. Normal armor and magical resistance for backliner, 520 and 460 for magical resistance. We have little more magical crit, 320 magical crit, it's little better, we can tell. And it's all for his main statistic, but we can see in the training field boost that he will get 16,000 HP and 5,000 magical power more, 100 magical resistance more too. So, good statistic, normal statistic for backline intellect hero. Let's now focus his skills. 4 skills for our Serpent Warlock. Ultimate skill Serpent Guard. Lester create a serpent group to attack enemy. Tap on the hero icon again to locate the group. In the group surround the enemy. They will deal more damage. So, first of all, when we can read this kind of ultimate who is better when you activate manually, we can think that this hero will be really efficient for red. Serpent Strike, the green skill. Lester release a horde of serpents to strike enemy. 2000 damage. I don't know exactly what it means. We will see in action. Witchcraft. Lester cast his witchcraft and turns an enemy into a snake. Control skill. So nothing bad to tell. I hope it will be for a long time. And the purple skill, Magic Shackle. Lester locks an enemy so that he cannot move or attack while dealing damage over time. Deal 16,500 continuous damage in total. Look like really great, especially a second control for this character who is able to deal pretty interesting damage on the paper. So we will see in action how it's going on, but let's begin by his position on the battlefield.
You shall not pass!
Serpent Warlock is a backliner, but finally he is a backliner only in the description of the hero, because in fact he is a midliner, like you can see in the list of the heroes. So perhaps it's a bug. I will give this feedback for the development team. Perhaps they did mistake. So let's see his position in the mid lane. Okay, he has a time traveler behind him. High Spirit behind him. Enough of the Sea behind. Forest Guardian behind. Oh, Hidden Needle is behind the two. Phoenix, it's normal. Okay. Okay. He's in front of Master Mage. If we have some things that we want to do with Master Mage team, it will not work. And finally, okay, so this hero is in the middle of the mid lane, finally, so I don't think that it's a backliner anymore. I think they did just a mistake in the description of the hero when we check on the statistic page, but it looks like real midliner. Let's see now in action in 1 versus 1.
Round 1. Fight!
So let's have a look on his skill in detail. So this it will be the green skill. Oof. 30k damage, it looks like huge, and it's touch full screen. Okay, this is the third skill. And the second skill, he didn't cast the fourth skill, I don't know why. Why didn't cast the shackle? We get interrupt, perhaps. I didn't saw. And this is the ultimate. Okay, oula. 10,000 by 10,000 if it's not critical hit. So it's ultimate who did minimum 30k damage on one target. Ah, this is the fourth skill. I have no idea why he didn't cast it before. Perhaps some little bug to fix. Okay, second time the ultimate, so he is full pretty quickly. Oh la la, with the critical hit, it's crazy. He killed Chaplain. 4 skill. So let's have a look to the damage. Oof. Look like really huge damage dealer for the moment, because it's just a 1 versus 1 fight, and the damage are pretty good. His second skill can deal 30k damage for whole screen. Look like great. So let's see now in the team fight how it's going on. For the damage test fight, I put Serpent Warlock in a healing team. Even I choose to put the Thunder Beast to remove the magical resistance who has been given by Death Knight, and to see the difference between these two heroes who have more or less the same role. But we can see that the second skill, the green skill, look like really huge. And this hero is able to cast, even if he don't receive any hit, he is able to cast 2 times his ultimate during one fight. It's a really nice point. "30 seconds still of fight. Cast second skill. I like when he casts second skill. Ram! And for this hero, I think the critical hit rate is normal, because if he's too high, his damage will be crazy high, and it will have no sense. Will perhaps cast second time his ultimate. I'm just not sure that the fourth skill works correctly, because he doesn't cast it in the right timing every time. Okay, so it's finished. Let's now see the statistic of the fight. Ooh, 100,000 damage more than the Thunder Beast, and don't forget that Serpent Warlock has 2 control. So 2 control, more damage. So for the moment, my choice is down. So let's see in normal fight how it's going on. Against the Turtle Fighter, I think that Serpent Warlock will lose a big part of his efficiency due to his skill, who are directional. We can see that Tarot Prophet own my Imperial Executioner. Okay, he launched 3 cards. The good point, due to the position of Serpent Warlock, is he can be healed by Soul Hunter, so it's a really nice point. And even in this fight, I think I will lose, but even in the fight where I will lose, I think the damage will be not so bad. And clearly, Turtle Fighter doesn't help my hero so much. Yes, 45 seconds, so he was in the field only 45 seconds against one team who was a disadvantage for him. And his success to deal 150,000 damage, so it looks like a really nice hero. We will try now in the last fight when he doesn't have to turn, because now I will try against a non-Turtle Fighter team. For this last fight against a non-Turtle Fighter team, I really expect a lot of things, so we will see. Oh la la! Fallen Dominion get destroyed. It's the correct word, is destroyed. I will get interrupted. No, even not. Good. First ultimate, 25 seconds after the beginning of the fight. Okay, I will receive some damage, it's not a problem. I hope I will survive. Oh, yeah. He's tanking pretty well. Second ultimate, 15 seconds after the first one. Bam! And now we get healed. This spell is really strong too. The fourth skill is really strong, and the fight is over. It's only now Dwarf Warrior, third ultimate. Oh, he can do nothing when he's under the fourth skill. And the statistic of the fight, oh la la, 327,000 damage. When Serpent Warlock is not turned, you see that the damage can be huge, and it's due to his second skill by the main. By the main, it's the second skill who deal so much damage. So let's see now the strength and the weakness of this hero. 3 points from my side for this hero as a strength. First point for sure it's his damage. You saw that he is able to deal really important damage in the proper team, and you can also know that in red this hero is really strong and can deal 1 million and a half damage in one rune of red if you use it properly. So it's a damage dealer 100%, we are sure of that. Second important point, his skills are really good for control the opponent. The purple skill is disable the enemy from move and attack, and also dealing 17,000 damage. Third skill is changing one enemy in snake, and the ultimate skill is summoning 4 snake around one enemy. I don't think that it blocks the enemy. I need to go deeper, but it's possible that it's mess the enemy too. So some disable, some good damage, and the last point, it's the energy generation for this hero, who is really nice because he's able nearly all the time to ultimate at least 2 times in one fight, and sometimes even more. So really nice strength point. So let's discover now his weaknesses. For this hero, I see 2 points from weaknesses, one important, one not so important. So let's begin by the little one. If we check his statistic, we see that this hero has 37,000 HP without training. It will be really easy to interrupt him, and he will lose some efficiency till his training will not be at one sufficient level. So this is the first point. Second point, the main point, it's a directional hero. Most of his damage came from the second skill, and if you turn him, you will disable a big part of his damage. So Turtle Fighter will be able to mess him, Cloud Walker will be able to mess him, I forget some other, but it's a lot of possibility to mess him, even Disease Bringer or some hero like that, who will be able to make him turn his position on the battlefield. So, it's all for his weaknesses. Let's now discover my final advice about this hero. Even if I'm really excited about this hero, I want to tell you one important point that some players sometimes forget. This hero is actually on the test server. Perhaps he will be modified, especially about his position. I don't know if it's a real midliner or if he will be a backliner, like if it's announced on the statistic of the hero. Second point, on the server test, all heroes are 5 stars, red 2, and full train. So it's another point. Before to have this kind of efficiency, you need to have a lot of time, lot of training, especially with the values that we have now, even if I think that it will be soon correct. So don't run. This hero will be good. It's something like I'm sure about it, especially if he is released like he is today. But you will need some time to make him really performant, especially by the stars, because you will have him at 3 stars at the beginning, don't forget about it, and 16,000 HP in training camp. When you get sometimes 5 HP by a round, it will be really long. It's all for this review, let's now conclude. To conclude, I can tell that when I'm watching this hero, I'm thinking about Witch Doctor in Dota 2. For people who are playing these games, they know about what I'm speaking. The ultimate skill is summoning some ward, like in Dota 2. The green skill is summoning their horde of snake. In Dota 2 it's lighting, but the result is exactly the same. The blue skill in Hero's Charge is transforming, changing the enemy in Serpent. In Dota 2 it's a chicken. And the purple skill in Hero's Charge, it's a shackle who is disabling the enemy for moving and attacking, and you are exactly the same in Dota 2, but in Dota 2 it's a channeling on the enemy that you need to keep on the enemy. You remove his life and you disable him for attacking and moving. So it's just a little point, but I like to see that sometimes Hero's Charge is not so original, even if they do some effort to change some little detail. Thank you for watching this video. Don't hesitate to like it if you like, and to subscribe to my channel if you still didn't do it. Soon I will release one video where I will show you my live game in War of God. I hope I can help some player to understand how is working the metagame better and better. See you guys next time. Bye bye!